Yeah, if the Eagle Scouts, I was an Eagle Scout. I was a Boy Scout. I was a Cub Scout. Started as a Cub Scout. Um, yeah, I started as a Cub Scout because like it was nothing to do with my. I was one of those people who had not much going on at home, basically. So my mom, I brought home a flyer, and basically I brought home a flyer from school. I think it was one of the teachers who son was in the Cub Scouts. Well, no, I think her husband. It was like my fourth grade teacher. Um, husband was a like part of the Boy Scouts or the Cub Scouts or something like that. And she brought this flyers, a whole bunch of flyers, and passed them out to other boys. As a good kid, I took the flyer home and gave it to my mom, and my mom checked it out, and like she checked out the things that I was doing, and she wasn't happy about it. I was doing bad things, getting in trouble all the time. Wasn't really a good student. I was like, I was an honor student too, in my school, but I wasn't a good student. I was always like goofing off in class, getting in trouble, wasn't really paying attention, and I was always going to like after school classes, and that's why I was in honor class because I would just go stay after school all the time. Like I was a person who like my mom dropped me off like at 6 a.m. in the morning at school because she had to go to work. She had to go to work, so my mom dropped me off at 6 a.m. and picked me up back at like when she came home like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I was like the last one at the school. So I had so many things that, I was doing in life at the school. Like I was participating in, therapy sessions that they had, speech sessions I had like an early morning like speech session, early morning English, like practice class. Like, we lived in San Diego, so there was a lot of like help to learn English, and because we were close to the border, and basically, I was on all those after like before school started programs and after school. After school, I was in like math courses, like because there was like they knew like my I was there like, and I really absorbed all that stuff because I was in math courses like after school math programs, after school computer programs, and that's why I was goofed off in class because when I got to class, like I already learned it in the after school program, or after before school or program. But yeah, after Cub Scouts, I was a Webelos Scout. Yeah, I was a Webelos. You were like that's like the middle program, and I got all the religious awards too. Like one thing about the Boy Scouts is at the church. Our Boy Scout troop was at the church. So I got to know the church. I didn't know the church before I was a Boy Scout. So when we were a kid, like we were always helping out the church. We were helping out the pastor, the father, the church. We helped clean it, help with the mass service and stuff like that. And that was my Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Going to the church. I would hop on my bike. Since my mom couldn't actually take me to the church, she was always working. So basically, the Boy Scout troop actually bought me a bike so I could get back and forth to the church without my mom. And I started riding my bike to school and stuff. So, it worked out well. That bike they gave me, the church gave me that bike. And that bike, I got a paper route. So I started earning money. So it started shaping my, financials and stuff. Like I had money, um, you know, and to buy things you know and it was good. It was good. Basically, one thing about the Eagle Scout, we what was that, the religious awards, we actually had religious awards from the Pope. Like I went to go see the Pope, um, and you know I went to go see the Pope, and that was really cool. Like, I never, it was tons of people there. It's like he just rolled up in his mobile and his Pope mobile and said hello, and then his assistants gave the communion and stuff and blessed us. Not really like a one-on-one service with the Pope, but the Pope was there. I did see him. I do have pictures and video of it, of that ceremony when he came and blessed us. So, but yeah, the Pope. We went to go see the Pope and stuff because of the Boy Scouts. But yeah, if any Boy Scouts out there in LinkedIn want to connect, and or Eagle Scouts, or any, you don't have to be Eagle Scout. You get just been in the Boy Scouts, because the Boy Scouts was very um, community driven. Our troop had a whole bunch of boys, and well, at that time, I think it's mixed now. But before that, my best friend was, my childhood friend was in the Boy Scouts, and we were got in trouble together. We were really, really had fun together. So, and to this day, I still talk to two or three other boys who was in the troop. It was a lifelong relationship. I really enjoy the Boy Scouts. It was something to do. I think every person should join the. I don't think it's called Boy Scouts anymore. I think it's called Scouting. So I think everyone, if you're a kid, you should put your kids in Scouting, because Scouting makes them go outdoors. And that outdoors, when you in the city for so long, like something does psychologically happen to you when you're in the city for so long. Your mind has to escape to the outdoors, and that was one of the good things that probably saved my life. Is going and spending time outdoors, because there was camps that you stayed like in the summertime, like one whole month in the wilderness, like out in the mountains, out in nowhere, and it was fun too, because you were out there with other boys, and you could get in trouble, play games all day. It was no parents around. Well, there were scoutmasters around, but they're not guarding you every day. But you doing activities and stuff. You doing swimming activities and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I suggest everyone to go into Scouting and check it out. But on LinkedIn right now, hopefully we could connect with other scouts and go from there. Have a relationship with other scouts through LinkedIn. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I put this video out there. I put this video out there because I want to connect with other Boy Scouts, or other scouts, I should say. I'm sorry. But yeah, bon appetit. See you in the next video.